Hi, I'm Elsie, and in this video, I'll show you how you can model metals using Ecoinvent's environmental impact datasets. You'll probably encounter some metals in your LCA, as they are used in many different applications, so it can be helpful to take a structured approach for modeling them. It's important to note that the database also contains a lot of exceptions, so it may take some time to become comfortable with modeling metals. When modeling metals, consider the following questions. What type of metal are you using? Do you know whether it's primary or secondary material? Do you know what kind of processing is required to get to the purchased component? In another video, I explained that you sometimes need two datasets to model a purchased material or component, one for the raw material and one for the processing. As metals have many different applications and are usually purchased in a processed form, you will probably need two datasets to model metal components. Start by determining the type of metal you're purchasing. In Ecoinvent, metal alloys are often grouped into larger classes. For example, for steel, you have unalloyed steel, low-alloyed steel, reinforcement steel, and chromium steel. The steel alloy you're using likely falls into one of these classes. If you know the specific alloy you're using, start with searching for that alloy in the database. Make sure to also use synonyms in your search. For example, stainless steel is called chromium steel in Ecoinvent. If you're not able to find out what kind of metal you are using or you can't find your specific alloy, you can always research common alloys or metal grades used for your application online. Next, Ecoinvent contains both datasets for primary as well as recycled metals. So if you know whether you're using primary or secondary metals, you can build a more accurate model. Taking steel as an example, primary steel is usually produced in a converter or blast oxygen furnace, and secondary steel in an electric arc furnace. If you're not sure what the secondary or primary content of your metal is, you can always use a market for dataset. These represent a regionally representative mix. Once you've found a representative dataset for the material, consider the processing of the metal. First, search for the name of your part to see if it's available in the Ecoinvent database. If it's not, there are many different processing options in Ecoinvent, such as hot rolling, sheet rolling, impact extrusion, welding, and so on. If you don't know how your part is manufactured, research common practices for your part online, for example through how it's made videos. If you're not able to find out or can't find the necessary processes in the database, there is a way out. For some metals, there is an average metal working dataset in the database. This way, you can still include the processing impact, albeit in a little less accurate way. Now, let's move to Mobius for an example. I've built the inventory of a zipper, as we're going to start producing hoodies, and I want to know what the impact of the zipper is. Our zipper is made of stainless steel. Starting with the material, stainless steel doesn't give me any representative results. So let's try a synonym, chromium steel. This leads to better results. We don't know where the steel is produced, so we'll add market and take the global option. Finally, we need to check the item property with our selected units. The dataset unit is kilogram, and this matches our defined unit and the item property, so we're good to go. Regarding the processing, I did some research, and zippers are actually produced with a number of processes. Since I only want to do a preliminary scan and don't go into too much detail, I'll look for metalworking and chromium and select the global market. Finally, checking the units and properties, we see that everything is modeled in kilograms, so our item property should be 1 kilogram. In this video, I explained how to model metal parts with Ecoinvent datasets. Thinking about 3 things can help you find the right dataset. 1. The type of metal. 2. Whether it's primary or secondary material. And 3. The processing required. It's important to realize that getting familiar with Ecoinvent takes some time, so it might be challenging to find the right datasets at first. If you need some more assistance, you can look up more resources on our website or check out our online LCA Academy. Good luck doing your own LCA.